The 20 to 25,000 market is really congested and you need to think a lot before buying a smartphone. So this video is going to be exclusively a review of Nothing's new recent launch, the Nothing Phone 3A in the 25k range, and how it performs with its competitors in the market. So without wasting any time, chalo, let's get started. Now let's start with the best part of Nothing, and that is the software. The Nothing OS 3.0 is really smooth. It provides amazing battery experience and it is one of the cleanest UI in any smartphone available, with many of its unique features, the lock-screen customization, AI features and many more. And you will never ever feel any bloatware, and Nothing's new Essential Space is something different completely. It acts like a second memory which can make you remember stuffs, but I'm not sure how many people will use that. If they can customize this button for other purposes like OnePlus's alert slider or camera open, that might be better. But Nothing has its bugs too. It gets stuck sometimes. Sometimes the apps are not opening properly in the app drawer and they are not showing also. And also there is another thing, that is the Essential Space has storage limit issues which Nothing did not mention before. So I guess Nothing still has to optimize its bugs properly. But at the end of the day, it's one of the best software experience and it's pretty solid, no doubts about that. Now let's talk about the build and the display. Starting with the build, the design is completely subjective to different people, so I cannot say much. The camera model is different this time and the glyph lightings are also available, so let me know in the comments below how much you like the design. The back is glass back with polycarbonate frames and it comes with Panda Glass protection in front. But the phone does feel a little bit wider, It is weighing around 201 grams and it's not the best phone with in-hand experience. And it's definitely not usable for single hands. So, for people with small hands, this can be one of a problem for long hours of usage. Now, before talking about the display, please do subscribe to the channel and like and share this video because it helps us a lot. Now, the display is pretty solid here. The 6.77-inch 120Hz AMOLED display does the job very well. The bezels are symmetrical, which I feel gives a very good look, but yeah, the bezels are not the thinnest or the thickest. The 3000 nits peak and 1300 nits HBM does not create any problem with outdoor usage. It might feel a little bit dark in this picture, but it does the job very well. The viewing angles are also pretty good. The multimedia consumption is also pretty good. But yeah, unfortunately there is no HDR support on Netflix, which could have been integrated, I think. Also, the phone supports IP64 rating, which is splash resistant. So yeah, try to keep it away from water as much as possible. Now, coming to the performance, it is packed with Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 processor, LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 2.2 storage. Now, Nothing could have included UFS 3.1, but they didn't, and Nothing gave a big reason why they included 2.2, which I think is basically some excuse they are giving for cost cutting. Anyways, the 7S Gen 3 is a very capable processor for moderate usage. You can't expect heavy gaming on this, but yeah, the basic day-to-day tasks, scrolling, watching videos, all this will be done without any problem with very ease, okay? The Antutu score is around 8 lakhs and BGMI is supported for 90 FPS smooth, which can be played casually for 30 to 40 minutes. But if you want performance-centric devices, you can go for Poco X7 Pro or Nord 4 or iQOO Neo 10R. And Nothing does not really provide the most powerful processor in that range in their recent launches. I think maybe they are saving up for the Nothing Phone 3. But yeah, the processor does the job very well for the basic usage. The app open close animation, the smoothness, it's very good, very buttery, and you won't find an inch of an issue. But yeah, the bugs are obviously there, but they are not persistent, and I'm sure Nothing will be able to fix that with future updates. But overall, the performance is, decent to pretty good, I can say. Now, talking about the cameras, it's kind of a tricky situation, It's kind of, hit and miss situation, I can say. Now it comes with 50MP main OI sensor, 50MP telephoto, 8MP ultra wide and 32MP selfie. The 50MP main sensor is really good, like it's almost flagship level. The details, the colors are pretty good and it's really good in daylight. Even in night also, the pictures taken are very good. It's pretty solid, no complaints at all. But when it's come to ultra wide, the 8MP sensor does falter many a times. Extra noise is added and the details are also lost many a times. It's okay at this range, I can say. The same case is also for the telephoto lens also. It supports 1x to 4x, where the 1x and the 2x are done by the lens and the 3 and 4 are done by optical zoom. And here the colors are also not maintained properly, like the same images can give different colors, and the same issue persists with portrait images too. The videography on the other hand does really good job here. The stabilization, the color details are really top notch, which I feel is really amazing. The selfie cameras also does a very good job. So I think it's decent to good camera if you talk about it's a very good camera if you talk about the main sensor, but the consistency issue is always there in nothing cameras, and I think they should definitely fix this. Now lastly, let's talk about the batteries and the speaker. The speakers are very good, it has stereo speakers and the sound quality is pretty good, what can I say. The battery wise, it's also pretty solid. The 5000 mAh battery with 50-watt charging, it easily goes for a day on moderate usage, and it takes around 50 minutes to charge. But unfortunately, as you know, nothing does not support or does not give any charger in the box yet. So you need to buy one, which is basically like 2000 rupees extra, which makes this phone around 25,000 phone only if you consider the charger price. So you need to keep that in mind, but battery wise it's pretty solid. Now coming to the verdict, who should buy this phone and what are the alternatives? Now for someone who wants a clean software experience, decent to good cameras, some unique features, and the brand value matters to them, this phone can be for them and it's the best phone for them. Now this is kind of an all-rounder phone, so you cannot expect it to be best in any category at this price range other than the software actually. So if you're thinking about performance and your price range is this one, you can go for Note 4 or Realme GT60 on discount or Poco X7 Pro, because they are miles ahead in performance and gaming. Also, if your camera is the main priority, you can do a check on this one, or even go for Moto H50 Neo or Moto H60 New launches, which captures better images. Or you can also check out iQOO Neo 10R, which is I think a fantastic all-rounder phone. So do let me know what you think about this Nothing Phone 3A, and what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and please do like, share and subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. See you next time.